All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to look at a tool that wants to completely change your Python workflow, especially now in the age of AI. It's called pybun.
So let's just jump right in with a question that I bet a lot of you Python devs out there can relate to. Does your workflow ever feel, well, cluttered? A little slow? Like you're just juggling way too many things at once?
Yeah, because let's be honest, you probably are. You've got pip for your packages, ven for your environments, pytest for your tests. Maybe you're even using pipx, poetry, or that new hotness UV. And look, all these tools are great, but man, it can feel like you're trying to glue together a dozen different things, right? Super fragmented.
But what if you could just ditch all that clutter and replace it with one single super fast binary? Well, that is the big idea behind pybun. It's this all-in-one solution, and it's powered by Rust.
Okay, so what is pybun exactly? Well, the name stands for Python bundle, and that's a perfect description. It's a single binary toolchain for Python, built in Rust. And if you know anything about Rust, you know that means one thing above all else: it is fast.
Right, and this quote really just nails it, doesn't it? It's pip plus venv plus a test runner plus this thing called an MC server, we'll get to that, all rolled into one Rust binary. It's the whole shebang.
And look, when we say fast, we're not talking about, a few milliseconds shaved off here and there. Nope. The goal here is a startup time that's 10 times faster than the traditional ways of doing things. That's a huge leap. Okay, speed is awesome, but this is where pybun gets really interesting. We're going to talk about what makes it truly different from everything else out there. Because it's not just about making your life easier, it's about designing for the future of how we write code.
Here's the key idea, the big shift in thinking. Pretty much every tool we use today, pip, git, you name it, is built to spit out text for a human to read, right? But pybun, it's designed for both humans and machines. From day one, it was built to be easily understood by AI agents.
And this chart just lays it all out so clearly. Your traditional tools, they give you human-readable text. Great for us, but for an AI, it has to guess and parse that text, which is super fragile. Pybun, on the other hand, is JSON-first. It's got a built-in server for AI integration, and when something goes wrong, you get structured diagnostics, not just some random error message. It's built for reliable automation.
And I mean, look at this. This is the perfect example. The old way, error, package missing, not found. Okay, we get it. But an AI has to scrape that. The pybun way, bam, a beautiful JSON object. It tells you the status is error, gives you a clean message, and get this, it even provides a hint for the machine to try something else. That is an absolute game changer.
Yeah, this quote from the creators just says it all. The AI receives structured JSON, no regex parsing needed. That's it. That's the whole magic trick. No more flaky scripts trying to figure out what a command line tool meant, just pure, structured data that an AI can actually work with.
Okay, that's the why. So what about the how? What's it actually like to use this day to day? Let's take a quick look at some of the commands. You'll see it's all pretty simple.
So, your everyday workflow is super simple. Pybun add request. Yep, that adds a package. Pybun run script.py. That runs your script. No surprises there. But then you get these really cool, powerful commands like pybun-x to run things ad hoc, and this is huge, a -sandbox flag to safely run code you might not trust.
Let's talk a little more about that pybun-x command, because it's a really big deal. If you've ever come from the Node.js world and used npx, this is basically that for Python. You can run a tool, like say cowsay, without having to install it permanently. It just downloads it, runs it, and cleans up. Super useful for keeping your environments clean.
And that built-in sandbox, man, that is so important. Think about it. We're moving towards a world where AI copilots are going to be generating code for us. Are you just going to run that code blindly? Probably not. Having a secure, sandboxed way to execute that code isn't just a cool feature. It's going to be absolutely essential. So, are you convinced? You want to try it out? Well, the best part is that getting started is ridiculously easy. Seriously, you can have this installed and running in like under a minute. If you're on a Mac or on Linux, here you go. One command. That's it. Just copy-paste that into your terminal, hit enter, and you're done. Windows user, don't worry, they haven't forgotten about you. Same deal. One simple line for PowerShell, and it's installed. Just as quick.
Now, if you're not a fan of piping scripts from the internet, and hey, that's totally fair, you can also install it the old-fashioned way. It's available through pipx and even just plain old pip, so you can use the tools you already know and trust.
And this is just the beginning, you know? The project is moving fast. Looking at their roadmap, they've got some really exciting stuff planned. A builder that's focused on security, remote caching to speed things up for entire teams, and better support for big, complex workspaces. So, a lot more to come.
So it really leaves us with this final big question, right? As AI becomes more and more of a co-pilot in our daily work, writing code with us, is it in time that our tools started speaking its language, not just ours?